It is so not like me to be up this early. We're up this early because I'm about to go take my truck to go do emissions. And I think I'm gonna go run to the DMV also to go do my license plates. It's also fucking cold this morning and I'm anemic. It's 33 degrees right now. I know you guys are a little bit crooked right now. That's just because I got y'all on the phone mount and then it's sitting all weird. It's not really like me to be up this early, especially to not have to work or anything like that. Is definitely not like me. But the reason why is because here in Colorado, since the state is so overpopulated and you know the emissions testing areas and you know stuff like that hasn't caught up with us yet, you got to go at the perfect time so you're not there waiting for hours, you know, because literally if you were to go on a Friday or Saturday to go do your emissions testings, you're going to be there for a couple hours, you know what I mean? And you don't want to do that, especially if you have to register your vehicle too. Since I'm basically going in the middle of the week, I'm going on a Tuesday in the middle of the month. Everyone says that that's like the best time to go. Definitely hope that's true because I'm not trying to be there for a long time. But also it's like a pick your poison type of deal, you know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go do emissions right now and I'm gonna get there like early and everything. But the bad thing is when I get to the DMV, it's gonna be a little later in the day, so that it might take a long time, you know what I mean? It's basically like a pick your poison type of thing, but I'd rather take longer at the DMV because at my DMV, they only do walk-ins. Half the time it's like not even busy, you know? Going on, I don't care. And before y'all say anything, this is just loud. It's not fast. I went speed limit right there. Here's the other thing. I live really close to an emissions testing area. I live super close to one. And I had seen that there was another testing area on this opposite side of the city. And I had to go do some stuff in this area anyway. So I was like, let me go take care of my emissions and then I'll go do the stuff in the area. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, the bad thing is I have to go back to my city. I have to go back to my county so I could go to the county DMV. And I don't know how long that's gonna take. Like I said, they only do walk-ins. So half the time it's like it don't even take that long. It takes like 5 minutes. Because most of the times when we register our vehicles here too, if we have a DMV that's only walk-ins, we'll go in the morning, bro. We'll go bright and early. They used to open up at 6. So I remember with my first couple cars, I used to get up at 5, bro. I used to get up at 5 and go to the DMV just to register my car, bro. That's insane, you know? I wouldn't do the half right now. Like right now, I barely want to wake up at 7 just so I could get there at 8, you know? But we're doing it regardless. I'm really close to the DMV or the emissions testing area, so I'm gonna turn y'all off. I'm gonna go get tested, and then I'm gonna tell you guys my price, and let's see if it passes or not, because even if you fail here, they still charge you, which in my opinion is stupid. But all right, fellas, sorry about the glare, but I just got here. They also just opened, but there's a ton of people already, bro. There's like 10-15 cars already, so that already means we're gonna wait a little bit, you know what I mean? And at first I thought it was just a couple cars, but there were some cars that were parked on the side of the street just camping out, and I was like, damn, bro, it's not that serious, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, come in when you can. It's better to come earlier, but damn, bro. All right, guys, we got through the gate. It's 8:09. We're gonna see what time we get to the front of this line right here, because this line is really long. I wish I had an all-time four-wheel. I know you guys can't see that. Yeah, you guys can. All-time four-wheel drive traction control vehicle. Because wow, I would have to wait way less. All right, fellas, we're at the front of this line. It only took like 40 minutes. This emissions place is super packed, you know. Not really sure why, but it honestly is. The one that's close to my house is already not empty, or not packed. It's already pretty empty. So it's pretty dumb that this is super packed, you know what I mean? But we're gonna hope that it passes, I guess, since they had us waiting a whole hour, you know? Let's hope everything goes good. Now we are leaving the emissions place at 9:16. This took entirely too long. So we have great freaking news. They ran my truck twice. If they run your truck twice, it's never a good sign, or any vehicle. With my little Scion, when I went to go take it to do emissions, I took it like 3-4 times, bro. I think 5 actually. And the whole reason why was because my EGR sensor was unplugged. And I didn't notice until like the very last time that I took it. So yeah, pretty embarrassing, guys. Pretty embarrassing little story, whatever, right? Every single time that I took it to emissions, they ran the car twice. It wasn't until the very last time, and even then, in the very last time, they ran it twice. And what I realized too when they ran it twice was I had the emissions papers right there in the passenger seat. The guy looked at the papers. I don't know what he did, but he basically tested it just for the thing that it failed, you know? This time, they ran it twice, and that's all it needed. And then I told the guy who was like the cashier or whatever, I told the cashier, I was like, yo, bro, I'm honestly surprised this thing passed. So the NOx limit is like 1.5, maybe 1.25. When the previous owner took it, he gave it to me with all the emissions papers and everything. And it failed at like 2.5 or 2.75. So it failed by a wide margin. I told the cashier, I'm like, yo, I'm surprised that this thing passed, because when my friend took it, it failed very badly. You know what I mean? So now that I took it, I just changed that little emissions hose. It passed with good numbers. So I'm very much thankful that this thing passed emissions. I'm on my way to the DMV right now. It's just that the DMV is in another part of the city, like the northernmost part of the city. I was pretty close to the southernmost part of the city, so just to put a little perspective to you, you know. All right, guys, we just got to take off our old temp right quick. This hyper tough ratchet, this thing sucks, bro. Look, let's try it out right quick. Oh no, it's wanting to actually ratchet now. But yeah, now we have to just, oh yeah, look. You see, it doesn't want to ratchet now. This thing sucks, man. This thing sucks. Just like that, we have the new temporary tag on. We took the old one off, and let me show you guys why and how much I actually spent. In Colorado, the first thing you have to do before you get your vehicle registered and plated is actually to go get emissions done. Emissions is required every other year, and that's so that you can get a new tag every single year. Right here, we see that the truck passed in flying colors. Everything passed really well. Still have some check engine codes, but everything went good. We paid $25 to get emissions done. Got to the emissions place at 8 a.m. Ended up leaving at like, what, 9:15. So I was there for a little over an hour. It entirely takes way too long to do emissions. There has to be more emissions places here in Colorado, because this is just not good, bro. It takes way too long. Next is how much everything actually cost us. If you want to see an in-detail thing, here it is. And absolutely every single little thing that they charge you. I actually did get charged for a second temp tag, so that's part of a slight part of the reason as to why they charge so much. But yeah, total to get my license plates, I ended up paying $205. That's not to add on to the $85 that I had to pay on taxes on the vehicle as soon as I got it. The reason why we ended up paying $205 is because we got custom plates. These are Colorado Born to Be Wild plates. They're coming in the mail because they're print on demand. And then the reason why we had to pay $205 is because, look right there, it says specialty plate 25, specialty plate 25, and wildlife cash fund $50. So in order to get most of these custom personalized whatever specialty plates, you actually have to make a donation. So that $50 is a donation to get this plate. If it wasn't for the extra $100, we only would have paid $105, which would have made us be at what, $180, $190 total. But since I did want to get custom plates, I ended up paying the extra $100, so now we're at $290. And that's not to add on to the $25 for emissions that we have to do. That ends up being a total of $315 that we spent today, or not today, but also, like, you know, to pay the taxes for the truck and everything. $315 just to be able to own and drive this truck. And there is a way for us to get all this stuff done cheaper, and that way is to actually lie. If you tell the DMV that your vehicle's gifted, which I do not recommend personally, just because you feel guilt. I feel guilty when I go to the DMV and I tell them, yeah, this vehicle is free. But if you go and tell them that, then you end up paying a significant margin less. And I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to inform those people. Like I said, I'm hoping that there's young kids watching this video trying to get into modifying and customizing their vehicles, whether it be a car or a truck or, you know, a motorcycle, whatever it is. That not only when you buy the truck, you have to have money for the truck, you have to have money to fix the truck, and then you have to have money to register it and own it, and you have to pay taxes on it. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, really take care of your money. Take care of your money good, because money, it comes and goes, but it's better to have money than not have money. You know what I mean? And I'm honestly thankful that we got the emissions done on this, because that just means that all the fixes that we did weren't for nothing, that the fixes that we did, they actually ended up helping. That has been it for today's video. Also, I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for joining me on you know, this very long morning, because it's still morning. It's barely 11:30, you know, and the day is just getting started, and I've been up since 7, so it's been a very long morning.
Make sure you guys watch my other videos too if you guys haven't already. Click the little red button. Just because I'm just saying this, I feel like it's corny saying it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just saying it because a felon wants some help, you know what I mean? And if you're just coming across this video, you know what I mean, just browsing, either way, you don't want to subscribe to me because you don't me, that's fine. I don't with you either. No, I'm just kidding. I still with you for viewing regardless, you know what I mean? And I'll catch you guys on the next one.